Detroit, a city of resilience, a city of struggle, a city that has seen the rise and fall of industries, the ebb and flow of fortunes. Once a beacon of American manufacturing, it now stands as a testament to the relentless passage of time. A city haunted by shadows. Shadows of its former glory, shadows of its present challenges. The streets whisper tales of hardship and hope, of dreams deferred and dreams pursued. Its streets, once vibrant with life, now echo with the ghosts of a bygone era. The laughter of children, the hum of factories, the bustling markets, all have faded into a melancholic silence. The architecture, though decaying, tells stories of a time when the city was alive with ambition and promise. Amidst the crumbling grandeur and the faint glimmer of hope, darkness lingers. It is a darkness that is both literal and metaphorical, casting long shadows over the lives of its inhabitants. Yet, within this darkness, there are pockets of light, individuals and communities striving to rebuild, to reclaim their city. It seeps into the cracks of broken dreams and shattered lives. The decay is not just physical, but emotional, affecting the very soul of the city. Each broken window, each crack in the wall, is a reminder of the fragility of human aspirations. It was in the heart of this city, on a cold January morning, that tragedy struck a seemingly ordinary family. The Smiths. They were like any other family, navigating the challenges of life in Detroit, holding on to hope amidst adversity. The news spread like wildfire, consuming the city in a wave of shock and disbelief. A family gone. The Smiths' story became a symbol of the city's struggles, a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. A father, a mother, two innocent children. Their lives, once filled with love and laughter, were abruptly and violently cut short. The playgrounds where the children once played now stand empty, silent witnesses to the tragedy, all victims of a senseless act of violence. The perpetrator? The father. A man who, for reasons unknown, turned against his own family. The house, now a crime scene, stands as a grim monument to the unfathomable act. The community grappled with the horrifying reality. How could this happen? Neighbors, friends, and strangers came together, seeking solace in each other, trying to make sense of the senseless. Vigils were held, candles lit, prayers offered. What drove a man to take the lives of his loved ones and then his own? The questions hung heavy in the air, unanswered, a chilling testament to the darkness that can reside within the human heart. The community was left to ponder the complexities of the human psyche, the hidden battles that can lead to such devastating outcomes. The questions hung heavy in the air, unanswered, a chilling testament to the darkness that can reside within the human heart. As dawn breaks over the foggy streets of Detroit, the city continues to grapple with its shadows, seeking light amidst the darkness, hoping for a brighter tomorrow. John and Mary Smith were the epitome of the American dream. They had a picturesque home, a loving marriage, and two beautiful children. Their life seemed perfect, a snapshot of happiness and success. At least, that's what it seemed like from the outside. The Smiths' home, with its white picket fence and well-manicured lawn, was the envy of the neighborhood. But as with any family, there was more beneath the surface. John, a hard-working mechanic with calloused hands and a quiet demeanor, spent long hours in the garage. His dedication to his work was unwavering, and he took pride in providing for his family. Yet the grease and grime of his job often masked the tenderness he felt for his loved ones. Mary, a loving nurse with a radiant smile and a heart of gold, balanced her demanding job with her responsibilities at home. Her compassion extended beyond the hospital walls, touching everyone she met. She was the glue that held the family together, always putting others before herself. They had built a life together, a life filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a bright future. Their evenings were often spent around the dinner table, sharing stories and dreams. The warmth of their home was a testament to their commitment to each other. Their two children, 8-year-old Emily and 6-year-old Ethan, were the apples of their parents' eyes. Emily, with her boundless energy and infectious giggle, brought joy to everyone around her. Ethan, with his quiet curiosity and love for dinosaurs, was a thoughtful and imaginative child. Emily, a bright and bubbly child with a contagious laugh, was always the life of the party. Her enthusiasm for life was evident in everything she did, from her school projects to her playtime adventures. Ethan, a quiet and observant boy with a passion for dinosaurs, often lost himself in his books and toy models. His fascination with prehistoric creatures was more than a hobby. It was a window into his thoughtful and introspective nature. They were a family, complete and whole. Their bond was unbreakable, forged through shared experiences and mutual respect. The love they had for each other was evident in every hug, every smile, and every moment spent together. Neighbors often saw them playing in the park, their laughter echoing through the air. These outings were a cherished tradition, a time for the Smiths to unwind and enjoy each other's company. The park was their sanctuary, a place where they could be themselves without any distractions. They were a fixture in the community, attending church every Sunday, always willing to lend a helping hand. Their faith was a cornerstone of their lives, guiding their actions and decisions. The Smiths were known for their generosity and kindness, always ready to support their neighbors in times of need. To the outside world, the Smiths were living proof that happiness could be found even in the most unexpected of places. Their story was one of resilience, love, and unwavering commitment. Despite the challenges they faced, they remained united, finding strength in each other and in the simple joys of life. The Smiths were more than just a family. They were a testament to the enduring power of love and the beauty of everyday moments. But behind the facade of the perfect family, cracks began to appear. John, once the strong and silent provider, was laid off from his job at the factory. The weight of the world seemed to settle on his shoulders, his usual cheerful demeanor replaced by a brooding silence. Mary picked up extra shifts at the hospital, trying to make ends meet. The once vibrant spark in her eyes dimmed, replaced by a weary exhaustion. The laughter in their home became less frequent, replaced by a tense silence that hung heavy in the air. The stress took its toll on their relationship. Arguments became more frequent, their words laced with a bitterness that had been absent before. The once unbreakable bond between them began to fray, threatening to unravel the very fabric of their family. The morning of January 15th dawned cold and gray. The sky was a somber canvas, painted with shades of melancholy, as if foreshadowing the events that were about to transpire. A light dusting of snow covered the ground, a stark contrast to the darkness that was about to unfold. The pristine white blanket seemed almost too pure for the tragedy that lay ahead. It was a day like any other, or so it seemed. Neighbors noticed nothing unusual. The quiet suburban street was alive with the usual morning activities, a deceptive calm before the storm. Children walked to school, their backpacks bouncing on their shoulders. Their laughter and chatter filled the air, a stark contrast to the silent dread that would soon grip the community. Parents hurried to work, their breaths forming clouds in the frigid air. They were blissfully unaware of the impending doom that loomed over their neighborhood. Life went on, oblivious to the horror that was about to unfold behind the closed doors of the Smith residence. The house stood silent, a facade of normalcy hiding a grim secret. It was a phone call that shattered the illusion of normalcy. The ringing phone pierced the morning calm, a harbinger of the chaos to come, a frantic call from a concerned relative. The voice on the other end was filled with panic, a stark contrast to the serene morning. A call that sent chills down the spines of the police officers who answered it. The urgency in the caller's voice was unmistakable, and it set off a chain of events that would forever alter the lives of many. A call that would forever change the lives of those who knew the Smiths. The news spread like wildfire, leaving a trail of shock and disbelief in its wake. When the police arrived at the house, they were greeted by an eerie silence. The stillness was almost palpable, a stark contrast to the turmoil that awaited inside. The front door was unlocked. It swung open with a creak, revealing a scene that would haunt the officers for years to come. Inside, a scene of unimaginable horror awaited them. The once cozy home was now a chilling crime scene, a testament to the unspeakable acts that had taken place within its walls. The officers moved cautiously, their hearts heavy with the weight of what they were about to uncover. Every step they took echoed through the silent house, a grim reminder of the lives that had been irrevocably changed. The air was thick with a sense of dread, as if the house itself mourned the tragedy that had occurred. The officers' faces were etched with a mix of sorrow and determination, knowing that they had a duty to bring justice to the victims and their families. As they meticulously documented the scene, the full extent of the horror became clear. It was a day that would be etched in the memories of all who were involved, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk behind closed doors.